This is Eric Mother, mother.com, with a quick reminder that not all breakouts are of the same quality, or let me put it another way, that not all breakouts should be looked at as being good breakout candidates. And the reason is, if we go back and take a look at the prior history, we can learn something about a stock's behavior when it's moving higher. So here we can see a stock that is breaking out, or let's say attempting to break out, as of mid-September 2019. So it looks like a candidate somebody might have on their watch list if it can clear that $12 area going back to this monthly closing high. Everything looks fine until you peel back and take a look at the history. And what you see here is this stock has had a history of trying to move higher and collapsing. Try to move higher on this month, give back all those gains. Went higher, came down. Went higher, came all the way down. Now this is taking place over a period of many months. Went higher here, give back all those gains. We can see a drop here, and then we can see a breakout attempt that was gaining some traction for a couple of months here, and then it just collapsed. And we can see another price collapse on this month here. So if you take a look at this from this standpoint, you can see that the risk of owning a stock like this is you never know when you're going to be slammed with a major sell-off. So even as it looks good here, if it can break out, the risk is the prior history of failures. So let me give you an example of this. I know it's an extreme example, but here's a stock that as of end of last month, August of 2019, was breaking out. In fact, was month number 2 of this breakout. Now, if you take a look at this chart by itself, everything looks great. I'm talking about over the last 2 months, good breakouts there. But now the problem is, if you take a look at how the stock's been trading, you can see a big drop this month here. You went higher for a period of weeks and then collapsed. In fact, the main takeaway actually is this 1 month move here. The high is there, the low for the month is here. In other words, within 1 month, you give back all the gains. And you can see a series of other just no sign of holding on to any traction. Can't hold on to any traction. The reason why I bring this is this does play a role in a stock as it moves higher. The problem is there's an added element of potential failure given how it's been trading over the many years going back to 2010. So what I see here is a history of failed moves. So even as the stock is doing great over the last 2 months, that risk remains high and a concern for those who are buying that breakout. And what I'm going to do is, I know it's an extreme example, but I'm going to show you what has happened in the month of September. So let's take a look at the current monthly chart, and you can see for the month, the stock is doing exactly what it does. From time to time, it sees a major collapse on a monthly time frame. And you can see now that breakout that looked good on hindsight, there were warning signs based on past behavior. In other words, you do want a stock that has shown that it can hold on to gains. Here, I would have argued the history was not good. We can see a consequence of that is now the stock is down almost 50+%. So be on the lookout for stocks that do not have the history of moving higher. For example, compare this with Apple, which shows that when it's in a mood to go higher, it can hold on to gains over a period of many months, if not years. Now compare that with the prior charts, chart number 1, chart number 2. So be on the lookout in terms of past behavior. Eric Mother, mother.com. As always, good luck, peace, and blessings. ESS.